Come on, man, I gotta go clean this off. What the heck? Ah! 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 Get it off!
What the frick are you doing?
You know what? I'm sick of you. I'm sick of how your name's first in the title, how you always make me be Robin.
Let's go review some toys. Where'd you get those stupid clothes anyway? Since Griff has the lame symbiote from Spider-Man 3 that makes him act like a gothic hipster, I figured we'd do a symbiote special today.
Yeah. On Griff and Stan!
Now it's still Stan and Griff. Alright.
No, it's Griff and Stan now. Getting sick of him.
So these are all Diamond Select figures. The Diamond Select symbiote figures. They each come with some nice accessories too.
Oh yeah. Okay, so these are mine. These are mine, Stan. So the Venom figure from Diamond Select really gives him the stance he deserves. Really that frame that defines who Venom is.
Yeah, he's really, like, he's bulky. He's just really big, and that's the way I always imagine Venom, is just this big monster.
Oh yeah, just that hulking monster.
And then what's nice about it is, like, there's this really weird, like, symbiote thing on his back with a bunch of heads
and it acts
with
as
extra arms.
Well, I think it acts how it's the physical symbolism of all of the dark thoughts in Eddie Brock's head.
It also is nice that it just pops off. Like,
oh, yeah.
Well, it doesn't even pop. It fits very nicely and it stays there.
That's really nice.
It really stays there, but it just slides.
It's
right
kind of
off.
hard to stand him up because it kind of gives him a lot of back weight.
That's also something with the Venom and Carnage figures. They don't have stands. They come with a lot more accessories than
Anti-Venom does.
Anti-Venom doesn't really have much accessories, so the stand kind of substitutes for that. But I really like this Venom. I really like how, like, intense he is. Like, he's not held back. The Legends series one is, you know, more
to his 80s.
Yeah, more his original.
There's no tongue. And,
well, he has a tongue, but it's just not nearly as detailed.
Yeah,
like here, you can see the veins and there's little knobs of symbiote on him, and
oh yeah, and then I love how his hands are really just kind of bulky and big and scary.
Scary. He's got like claws, and his face is just scary, and he's just got so many teeth.
And the tongue.
The tongue's awesome.
The big thing on Venom figures is I've always wanted a tongue. Just give me that tongue. And
give
it
Griff
will
the
give
tongue.
me that tongue. Why don't you just shut up, Stan? But the tongue, I mean, he even has like the slobber, green slobber. It just looks toxic, and his tongue really is just flailing about.
He also has
awesome.
extra heads he's got just with him and his classic grin.
Yeah, when
face.
around when he first appeared.
And then he's also his Eddie Brock transformation face.
Which I think it's from a Venom issue. Yeah, that's another great thing about Diamond Select is they really stay true to the comics.
They're just insanely detailed, the Diamond Select figures in general.
Oh yeah, and mind you that they are only around $25.
He also has several different hands and different arms for even the backs of his hands. He's one of my favorite Spider-Man characters in general. He's one of my favorite comic book characters.
Oh, yeah. Venom was just kind of like this personification of hate towards Spider-Man. Eddie Brock receives the symbiote, and then, but as it goes on, all he wants to do is kill Spider-Man, but he realizes that he wants to use the symbiote for good, and so he kind of becomes this vigilante, tries to be anyway.
Tries to be at the very
but
least,
he still kills his victims.
I also grew up on the 90s TV show, so they played 2 episodes every night when I was a kid, and I watched them, like, religiously, and I would get so excited when the Venom saga came on.
Yeah, I watched it too, Stan. I watched it first.
I'm really getting sick of your snark, Griff.
Yeah, well, my snark's the only thing that makes the dogs bark.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, you don't make sense.
Let's move on to Carnage.
Hey. Carnage is my favorite symbiote. He was introduced as Cletus Cassidy in issue 344 of The Amazing Spider-Man.
You are such a nerd.
Shut up, Stan. Better nerd than you. What really, differentiates Carnage from Venom is the fact that Cletus was already this insane serial killer.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but his origin was what if the Venom symbiote got on Joker, right?
The inspiration for Cletus Cassidy was Joker.
Eddie Brock has some sort of conscience with what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he knows that it's wrong. And Carnage knows what he's doing is wrong, but he doesn't care. He loves it.
This figure,
this
captures
him really
well.
You've got the more 90s head on him. He also has 2 different heads. Cletus Cassidy head, which for some reason is the one that's on the figure in the box, which is stupid in my opinion. Modern Carnage sort of.
And all of them are, exquisitely detailed. Yeah, he has just kind of his tendrils flailing about.
All over the place all the time.
And fun fact, the reason his symbiote's red is when they bonded, it bonded with his blood instead of just skin. So when Cletus Cassidy is Carnage, all of the red is his blood. Okay, you just appreciate the design from Mark Bagley even more.
Yeah, it's so good. It's such a cool figure, and it's such a cool character. And these little things, little splashes of Carnage come on and off, and you can move them. There's different holes around his body, like on his arms and back.
Like he kind of gets these adjustable ones, and you just kind of.
Are these manipulatable?
Yeah, they're manipulatable.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
And then he kind of. This bothered me at first, but then I kind of took a closer look at it. He kind of has like these Freddy Krueger
claw hands.
Like it just feels evil.
He also has his spike hand, which is what's on him right now. But he also has an axe hand as well. Didn't that come from a comic book too?
Yeah, this he flings an axe at Spider-Man when they first meet him. You know what? I'm almost sick of this. I'm gonna check my phone right now. Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
We're in the middle of a review. You can talk to ladies later.
Alright, Mr. Captain America, Spider-Man, huh? What else are you gonna do? Tell me to watch my language?
Let's move on to Anti-Venom. This figure doesn't come with a lot of accessories. He only has the one set of hands, and he doesn't have a different head. But he comes with this really nice stand, and he's got like these crazy spike things coming out.
It's just kind of his form.
Again, like Carnage, he's got a bunch of little things coming out of him. He's not as compressed as Venom. These are spikes. These aren't like tentacle,
and they really
tendril
poke,
things.
Actually,
they do. You do have to be more careful with this figure because if you just go grab him, he's got like he's got these spines, especially on his legs, that you don't really notice, and they poke you.
Yeah,
and all over his back.
It's like a thorn bush, huh? Except these thorns are plastic.
Shut up, Griff.
No, I'm not gonna shut up.
Shut up.
Stand. Gosh.
Infuriating.
No, you're a jerk.
But he has this nice stand, and it's like some debris and things on the ground around.
I know Anti-Venom was just... it's like because Brock had cancer.
Eddie Brock gets cancer from having the Venom symbiote so long, and Venom is destroyed, sent back into space. It's more convoluted than this. Like, it involves a magician and stuff. Basically, this is Venom that was left over in Eddie Brock's system, and then it took over. I really like the sculpt of his head. He's really insanely scary.
I like how it looks like Spawn.
He looks a bit more predatorial. I really like the inverted black and white, and I really like his head sculpt.
Yeah, how his spider is black, and it crosses down to his legs. I just want to go to the hands again. I mean, I'm sure people have seen Nightmare Before Christmas, but I like how, his hands are just kind of like a Jack Skellington. Alrighty-tidy then.
Alright, and since this is a symbiote special, we have one more surprise figure. The Flash Thompson Agent Venom.
From what I know, it's kind of this government project, and they give it to Flash Thompson. He starts to use it for good.
And he becomes Agent Venom. And so this figure we found at the Disney store. This is a Disney store exclusive figure. And we just randomly found it. It just came out this year.
It's brand new, 2017. And he looks really good.
Yeah, he looks nice. And this one comes with a stand too. Let's open this one up.
Did you hurry, Stan?
Well, there's these really annoying twist ties on the back.
Your mom's an annoying twist tie.
Would you shut up?
Shut up. Alright, so Stan took 3,000 years just to take him out of the box.
Alright, so this is the Flash Thompson Venom. What are your initial thoughts, Griff?
He's spiky, so just be careful of that. Be aware.
Yeah, he's similar to Anti-Venom, in which there's spikes frickin' everywhere.
Yeah, but it looks sweet. I like the spider, kind of a, like a longer body.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a bit more lerpy. I wouldn't say.
Lurpy?
Like,
I don't think
the
lurpy
spider,
is a word, Griff.
Lurpy is a word. Don't you judge me.
He also has a bunch of armor, like pads and things you can move around. Like he has these shoulder pads that can move up and down or whatever, wherever. It's like that.
Yeah.
Again, he has really nice detail like the other ones. Plus, he comes with these two guns.
Oh, yeah,
so
the
that's
two
kinda
guns
cool.
look sweet. I like how he has a revolver and then more of a I don't know.
More high-tech gun.
High tech gun. And then the revolver does go into the holster.
Yeah, they both have holsters.
There.
Yeah, there's a leg holster for this more high-tech gun, and then there's a holster around his waist
Oh, I didn't
for
even notice
the
that.
revolver.
That's awesome. His stand is pretty sweet. I don't think it's as great as the anti-venom stand, but I mean, there's just some metal.
Yeah,
I mean,
some
scraps.
debris.
I like the shoulder pads, boots he's wearing instead of just kind of like weird symbiote feet. Yeah, and I like his face. Kind of just more of a agent. I mean, looks like a genuine agent.
So, Griff, let's wrap this up with talking about our favorite symbiote figures.
One of my favorite is Carnage. Just his figures. I think the most detailed out of all of them. His color's the best. His accessories are the best. His looks are the best. His Pokemon skills are the best.
I don't think he has any Pokemon skills, to be honest.
No one has to.
Venom always holds a special spot in my heart. I love Venom, and Venom's the best. And I think the detailing on this figure in particular really highlights and shows all the best parts about Venom. And so he's my favorite out of these four. You know, Griff, I'm getting sick and tired of your attitude, and I'm getting sick and tired of that symbiote.
The symbiote completes me!
I got this app on my phone that lets me do supersonics. We'll take care of that later. Feel better, Griff?
Yeah, I feel better, Stan.
It's good. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, it was good to be back.
All right.
So slide below. Thank you for another episode of Griffin Stan.
Thanks for watching another episode of Out of the Box with Stan and Griff.
Stan and Griff. Yeah, it's Stan and Griff. It sounds so much better that way. I was just upset.